You know, as I think about Amy's story, and I think about Ashley's story, and I think about Lena's story, there's a theme to me that seems to run through these stories. There's a similar thread, and I look at them, and though they're all different, they're all the same. Because all of these women are living. Despite their pain, and despite their suffering, and despite what they've experienced, and what they've seen, and what they're currently going through, they're all living. Because they've said, in the moment that was before them, they said, I'm going to live into the thing that God has called me to do. My past and the world's greatest need have intersected, and this is my call. And God has placed it on my heart, and though I'm in deep pain, I'm going to live. And if we were really honest, if I were really honest with you, I've not always been living. I've not always been living into the call that God has placed on my life. And if we were to all get really honest, and maybe you and I were to sit down, you might say the very same thing. That thing that you think about all the time, that God won't release you from, that injustice that drives you crazy, that makes you want to put your fist through the wall. You haven't stepped into that to live. Because maybe, like me, you're fearful. You're afraid of what others might think. You're afraid of what they might say about you. You are possibly afraid of stepping out of the routine and the rhythm that you are in, because it's kind of scary to do that, and it's just easier to stay where I'm at. And maybe like me, you're really fearful of allowing the most mighty being on the planet to release all that he has in and through you, and that scares you to death because you know he could use you and me to change this world.